go over here to create where the mouse is pointed, and then let's go to custom size, and the size we want to use is 1080 by 1920 pixels right here, and make sure that the units are in pixels, and if it's not, just click the drop down button and just click on pixels. Okay, so let's go over here to elements, search envelope. So just go and type in envelope. What I'm looking for here is a closed envelope. So I'll be using this one here. Just rotate it to 90 degrees. And what I'm going to do here is I could go ahead and just stretch it out to like this. And then we're going to go to edit. Let's go to, we'll be using Magic Studio. So Magic Studio, let's click arrow over. And I'm going to be going to Magic Grab because we don't want this part right here. Okay, so it grabbed that part. That's the part I don't want. What I do want to grab out of this is the green part. So make sure you click on that, and then I'm gonna just go and click on grab, and you will need Canva Pro. So anytime you see the crown, will need Canva Pro, and Magic Studio is Canva Pro. Okay, so it grabbed it. Now I can separate it and just go ahead and just delete the other part. And now we have this, and as you can see, I don't have it completely on the whole background. I have it like that. So just make sure you just slide it over slightly over to the left. I went in and changed to a different envelope. And now for the other part, we're going to go to shapes. We go to shapes, and then I'm going to click on the triangle. You just rotate it, stretch it out, and I'm gonna stretch it off outside of the frame, and I probably have to make it somewhat bigger, and then do it like this. Stretch it. I know what I was doing wrong. Sorry, y'all. Make sure y'all rotate it. Don't be like me, because trying to move fast. But there we go. And then we do this. That's better. So I went ahead and changed the color of the top part of the envelope, the folded part. And now we go and type in wax stamp. Okay, so here are some. These are cute. So I chose this one with the bow, and I'm just going to make it a tad bit smaller like this. And you can actually go and change the color on it. So I wanted that color. Then, you know what? Because the image that I'll be using is like somewhat of a dark gray. Okay, so I changed the color on it. So if you made it this far into the video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and please hype this video up. Also, please subscribe if you're new here. This will help my channel grow and motivate me to push out more videos for y'all. Okay, so now that we have that, let's click on the back layer, this one, and then we will go click on this one, go over to animate, and then with animate, you will want to create an animation. So click on it where you see the bee at. That's what we're going to use. And with this, you have to hold down shift and click on the envelope at the same time and slide it directly to the left. So I'm going to show you. See how I just did it? I had to hold both of them at the same time and then slide it to the left. I did like a faster motion, and when you hold down shift, it gives you a straighter line, which it tells you when you click on it. So I'm done with that part. So next thing I want to do, so we're going to group this and the stamp together. So let's go ahead and group that. And you can actually hold down the Windows key and shift at the same time, and it will group it. And so the same thing that we just did with that one, we're going to do with this. So y'all saw how I just did the same step, and now we need to go, and I'm gonna click on steady for both. So we may have to speed it up. So the other one is moving a little too fast, so let's go and put that one on steady also. Okay, so I like that. I'm satisfied with that. For the timing, you want to click on the background to get to this part, and you just time it for, I'm gonna do 1 second is absolutely fine, and then we just move on to the second page. Now we go here to frames. I need the square frame, so I'm gonna click on that. So I got it past halfway of the background. as you can see right there. And now I want to go back to elements and go and click get the transparent gradient. Here is the transparent gradient I like to use. And with this, of course, we want to change it to the color black, rotate it. And there you have it. Now you no longer see a sharp line at the bottom. Here is the wedding couple that I will be using, and it's just a drag and drop, which is why I use the frame. So just go ahead and drop their image in, double click it, drag it down, and there you have it. Now I went and added some text. So I put the name, and then you put Brittany and Matthew invite you to celebrate their wedding. And then you want to go and add some animations to the words also. So let's just go to animate. And one I like to use is this for that one. Or let me show y'all something else. You could click on the background. So let's go ahead and change this to do 1.5 seconds for that. But with this, instead of doing, you know what, because it's going to mess it up. So I'm going to just do the text. We're just going to animate the text, group it, animate. And what I want to do here is, you could do it one by one, but I'm not going to do all that. I like this one, so we're going to use that one. So that's it for the second page. Now we move on to the third. For the background, I'm just going to put like a floral background. Here is the background that I chose to use, and I turned the transparency down to a 39. So make sure that it's on a 39. And now I put another text that says come and join on. So this is basically going to be the information of like the dates and the address of the wedding. And if you want to know the font name, here it goes. And then right here, I just put like the date. So of course, this right here just 4 lines that I use. So it's Saturday, you put the date right here, the time, the month, and the year. All that will go right here. Very simple and easy. And the font that I did use was called The Seasons. Next, you will want to add the address of it. And now let's just add something else so it don't have like looks too spacey. Next we're going to, let's just type in wedding ring or rings. Let's go under photos and just pick a ring. Let's see here. Okay, so here is the wedding ring that I chose, and I just put it right here. Just make it smaller. And so for this, I'm going to just lock the background, and then let's go to position, and then I'm gonna click on the actual background. And of course, when you do that, you want to change the time again to 1.5 seconds, and then you go to animate. But this time I'm going to animate the whole page, which is going to be easier. So I'm just hovering over each one just to see which one I like here. I don't like that. I kind of do like that one. Okay, so we could use this one. I actually love that one. And it actually gives you an option to apply to all pages, but you don't want to do that either. So now we're on to the fourth page. That is complete. Okay, so for the fourth background, we're just going to go and copy the third page background and just paste. So we keeping those exactly the same. And for this one, it's just going to be like the wedding timeline of like when everything happening, like the dinner, the dance, and so forth. So just copy that text and put it on the fourth page, and just put wedding timeline up here at the top. And here is my timeline that I have created, and I took that ring right here and put it down here. So how I created this was just took a line and just line them up and just put all the wedding timeline information right here. As you can see, I may have to zoom in. So that is all the information. So I just took some lines and just put hearts on the end of each line, just like that. Very easy and simple. So if you don't want to do all of that, you don't have to do it the hard way like I did. You could just go and type in timeline just like that, and you could go to graphics, and some will actually show up for you. So that way you don't have to do it one by one. But I wanted mine to be more custom than just using something from Canva. So like here is one, and you just have to like go through it to see which one you like. So this is one, there is one, even, oh, this one would probably be even better. So you just have to go through it to see what it is you like and just put all the information in. So that is that. And again, I'm going to take this whole thing and just animate it. Okay, so we have the background, check, we'll click. And again, I'm gonna do it 1.5 seconds. Then I'm gonna go ahead and animate the whole thing. And as you can see, I have it again on pen. So the whole thing is on pen as the animation. So this is not hard at all to do. And then we go to another page, which is going to be the last page. And if y'all didn't know already, I do have a few Canva one-on-one sessions. If y'all want to learn how to design or just learn about Canva in general, I do have, I believe, 5 sessions available. So go ahead and hurry before they fill up if you are interested. I promise you it's going to help. So let me just go ahead and paste this. And also, if you want to like learn more about Canva, Etsy itself, I do have an Etsy vault that you could go and look at, and it explains everything about SEO. Okay, so right here, I just went and put the picture, I stretched it out. And as you can see, it is transparent. It's just a different picture that I use of them, same couple, and I'm just making it transparency, and I put it down to like a 24. So make sure you put the transparency down to a 24. And y'all, for this same template, I actually had a sale within a week for the same template because it's like in very high demand on Etsy. So you can make the money, and I will put the screenshot of my sale that I did make for this exact template. Okay, so I added another text, and it would just say please. So all of this is just going to be the RSVP information. Okay, so and here is the rest of the information. So please RSVP, and then the phone number, and then you tell them when to RSVP, and then you could also add a barcode. Just go to Elements and type in QR barcode. I meant to say QR code generator. I don't know why I'm saying QR barcode, but yeah, you just put the information right there and it'll generate the code for them. And the only thing they gotta do is just take their phone and scan it, and it'll let them register. So yeah, that's all to it. And then you just put a thank you. You can also put like a thank you note under there, but I just want to keep it simple and plain because either way it's still going to sell. But then again, we just going to, let's lock this background because I don't want that animated. Then we're going to take all of this and just go to animate, and again it will just pan. So most of it I just got it on the pan animation, and there we have it. So let's go ahead and preview this from the very beginning. Let's see how it looks, y'all. I love it. So that's exactly how you will be able to create your own wedding video invitation. Again, please give this video a thumbs up, hype it up, click the hype because it will help me and motivate me to push out more videos. So please make sure you watch to the very end. And again, subscribe if you're new here, but that's the end of this video. And God bless. Please comment down below if you enjoyed or learned something.